basketball at both the Lady Mustangs of Oologah High School. At this time, we ask you to please rise and please remove your caps, face the flag for West End as we honor our country with the national anthem tonight. Performing the Star Spangled Banner, Vinita Senior Jace Jacob Carroll. Our officials for this basketball game, Kevin Eagleoff, Scott Pepper, and Nate Haney. Let's introduce the starters. First for the visiting Lady Mustangs of Oologah. They're coached by Cliff Robert, assisted by Abby Paya and Katie Moody. Introducing the 5'16", number 3, Callie Hogue. 5'6", number 4, Ashton Walker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that rendition of the national anthem by Vinita High School senior Jared Carroll. We got a couple technical issues here with the PA system. About to get underway here. We have the starting lineups for the Oologah Mustangs. Looks like they have 2/5 of their lineups have been announced. And we're trying to figure out how to get the rest of the lineups here. And, of course, then we have the Lady Hornets coming up next.
Introducing the 5'6" sophomore number 21, Ali Charlo. And the 5'8" sophomore number 25, Carson Littlepage. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lady Mustangs of Oologah.
All right. How about these starting lineups by Scotty B? Here we go. Addison Osborne first up off the bench. She's a senior. And now for the freshman sensation, Miss Ayla Hensey. Hayden Smoke, she's a senior. Lady Hornets' other senior, Emma Pigeon. And then finally, anchoring the middle, junior Sarah Hensey. All right, folks. Let's see if I can get the cameraman in order here. And if I can't, we'll fire him and get a new cameraman. So, the Lady Mustangs and the Lady Hornets are going to meet for the third time this season. The first two matches have gone the Lady Mustangs' way. The last one was down to the last gasp, and the Mustangs pulled it out. So the Lady Hornets are going to look for a little revenge here tonight, here at James E. Suter Activity Center in beautiful Vinita, America. See if we can get the right balance here of zoomed in, still catch the action. All right, here's the tip, and it is controlled by the Hornets. Smoke wins the tip. Pigeon sets up for the first possession. Smoke has it. The Lady Hornets are going to look to work inside out. So we're going to look to get the ball in the paint to junior Sarah Hensey, and she'll go to work. She is a handful to stop inside, and you'll notice see that open shot was created because the Lady Mustangs did not want to help off of Sarah Hensey. So she's going to see the ball a lot tonight, and when they collapse, she'll kick out to open shooters, and we'll see if the Lady Hornets can knock something down. She's out of bounds, and the Lady Hornets are going to have the ball back. It's 0-0, 7:18 to go here in the very first quarter of play. Looks like the Lady Mustangs come out in a man-to-man press, or a lady-to-lady press, as it were. It's freshman Ayla Hensey with the ball. Hand off to Emma Pigeon. Smoke looks at a shot, swings it to Osborne. She looks inside to Hensey. Little wide, and she nearly pulled it in, but could not control it. So here come the Lady Mustangs. That looked like travel, but the referees didn't agree, and their opinion is the one that matters the most. Sarah Hensey with the board for the Lady Hornets, and here we go. So neither team can get untracked here early. Smoke on the wing. Hensey, that's a three for the freshman, in and out, and she is going to shoot as she's open. She has the greenest of green lights you could imagine. The last live stream game, and I'm going to say I was her lucky charm. Ayla Hensey tied the school record for threes in a game with 9 made three-pointers. So she's going to shoot. And she has a lightning quick release, and she does not need very much space to bury it. So she's a great weapon and just a freshman. All right, the Hornets look to initiate some offense. There's into the paint. There's the kick out, as mentioned. What teamwork. Oh, and it just did not go. And that's a frustration foul on the Lady Hornets. There you see Jared Carroll in the screen at the bottom. Jared played a stirring rendition of the national anthem on his electric guitar tonight, and it was awesome. I'm really proud of him and glad he came out tonight. He's also the captain of the academic bowl team, so I may be a little partial, but I thought it was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I know the Hornet faithful here in the activity center, they gave him a very loud applause. Enjoyed it very much. A lot of talent here at Vinita High School. Sarah Hensey with the ball at the high post. She goes to work, and she's fouled. And that is going to be a common occurrence tonight. Teams all year, they just can't handle her physicality, and then the only way to stop her is to foul her. So we'll see how she fares from the free throw line here. There we go. Hornets are on the board. So Sarah Hensey puts the first points of the game on the board with 5:14 left in the first quarter. Second free throw is up and just short. Cleared by the Lady Mustangs. All right, here we go. Lady Hornets are in a man-to-man defense. The call is 4-game from the Mustangs bench. There's a three-pointer. Rattles out, and a great block out and board by senior Hayden Smoke. Emma Pigeon brings the ball up for the Lady Hornets. So far, the Lady Mustangs haven't been able to get the lid off the basket. And the Lady Hornets defense has had a lot to do with that. They hadn't had a lot of clean looks so far. Up top to Smoke. Pigeon on the wing. Here comes Hensey. Reverse to Osborne for three. That's no good. Tipped by Hensey, and the Lady Mustangs clear. So if you're just joining us, 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the Lady Hornets have a 1-0 lead. So far, a defensive struggle. Not for lack of effort. Both teams playing real hard. You don't have to question effort. Oh, well, blue ball. So the Lady Mustangs will inbound down by 1. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball gets inbounded. Number 4 on the wing. I do have a roster from the Mustangs I think is correct. It's not quite the same as knowing the players firsthand, but we'll go with what we got. I have no reason to think it's not accurate. Number 4, that's Ashton Warford. She's a junior. Okay, Addison Osborne. Ball in the wing, up top to Hensey. Pigeon resets. There's Ayla Hensey. Remember, she's the shooter. Inside to Sarah, and just a bad angle for Sarah. She tried to go straight up with it. She probably needed to take a power dribble and get a better angle at that. And hit the bottom / side of the backboard. And unfortunately for the Lady Hornets, that's no good. There's another three-pointer for the Lady Mustangs. And good contest on the rebound. That's what Addison Osborne does. She's going to block out and she's going to hustle. That time, the Lady Mustangs had the inside position on the rebound. Seemed like they had a clear shot at an offensive rebound, but Osborne manages to tip it to her teammate. There's Ayla Hensey. Shots off. She gets her own rebound, but fumbles it out of bounds. Little contact there, but so far the referees have not been whistle happy, and I think the Lady Hornets are going to be okay with that. As long as they call the fouls on the shots, then I think the Lady Hornets are not going to mind a bit of a physicality here tonight. So Warford brings it up for the Mustangs, initiates their offense. Bit of hesitation dribble. She challenges Hensey. Hensey with the clean contest and the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs' Carson Littlepage. She's a sophomore. And so Lady Hornets with the ball again. It's a tight game. Lady Hornets setting it up. Making sure they have good communication. There's Hensey on the wing. She's looking not open. And that's unfortunate. Both Smoke and Hensey bounded into each other. And, I mean, if the referees want to let us have that one, I'm not going to complain about it. But if I was wearing the stripes tonight, I would have had to give that one to the Lady Mustangs. What a beautifully executed inbounds play by the Lady Hornets. And Smoke pays it off. Last person free, came wide open to the rim. Overhelp on Sarah. And the Lady Hornets have a 3-0 lead here. With only 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. Really nice defensive showing by the Lady Hornets. They are determined to atone for the last second loss last week at the prior invitational tournament to the Lady Mustangs. The Lady Hornets definitely feel like we owe them one. So I expect us to play with a lot of intensity tonight, and maybe came out a little tight offensively. Missed some shots we usually make, but I think the nerves will wear off. See, that's just a really good contest on the three right there. There's a turnover. Hayden Smoke with a steal, and she knocks it off the Lady Mustangs' leg. That was Calico, who, if I recall, is definitely a threat for the Lady Mustangs. So we'll see. Number 14, Macy Calico, she's a 5'5" sophomore. So if the Lady Hornets can keep her contained, that's definitely going to be for the best. All right, let's initiate some offense here. Let's see if we can get another good look. So Emma Pigeon, Smoke on the wing, Osborne in the corner. Here comes Hensey. She's not open. Osborne drives and kicks, got a paint touch. And the Lady Hornets, what I love about these players, they've been around a long time. They know the kind of threat Sarah Hensey is. And there it is. They're going to keep looking to get her the ball. The Mustangs can deny, but the Lady Hornets are going to turn that ball wing to wing. Sarah Hensey is never going to stop working in there wanting the ball. And the guards pay off all that effort with a great entry pass. Sarah had a much better angle that time. And scrum for the loose ball. Sarah had it, knocked from her hands, but they say blue ball. And I have to say, I guess turnabout is fair play. So let's see if the Lady Hornets can defend this baseline inbounds better than the Lady Mustangs did. And looks like they did. She tried to squirt free. That was a very well contested shot. Ayla Hensey with the defense. She clears. Smoke to Pigeon. 15 seconds to go. Lady Hornets with a 5-0 lead here in the first quarter. And let's see, 8 seconds to go. Double team on Sarah. She's fouled. They don't call it. We'll take the layup. 2-1. Desperation heave doesn't get there. And that's a 7-0 lead for your Lady Hornets here in the first quarter. So not a free-flowing game. Our last live stream, the Lady Hornets went up against the Lady Cardinals of Verdigris, and the Lady Hornets had over 60 points on the board after 3 quarters. So it was an absolute impressive tour de force by the Lady Hornets offense. Tonight they've been led by the defense. 0 points for the Lady Mustangs there in the first quarter. And remember, this is a Lady Mustangs team that just defeated the Lady Hornets for the second time at the prior invitation tournament. So all in all, I think Coach Wiley's got to be pleased. And we did get a couple of real nice looks there at the end. Those 7 points come from 3 one-foot shots and a free throw on a foul on a one-foot shot. So Coach Wiley's got to love the execution by his team offensively, even if he doesn't maybe just love the end result of only 7 points this quarter. The Lady Hornets have missed some physically contested shots. The referees have not called a lot of fouls. There was only 1 foul called on each team in the first quarter. So they're letting them go. And Lady Hornets are just going to have to battle through it. And remember to stay physical on the defensive end, which as 0 points are shown on the board for the Lady Mustangs, I think they did a pretty great job. Okay, here we go. Second quarter action. 7-0 Vinita. Little Page swings it to Warford. Little Page takes the 3. Oh, and no block out by the Lady Hornets, but Ayla Hensey recovers, swats the shot off of the player. Talk about an eraser at the rim. Lady Hornets had a missed assignment there on the backside. We have a substitution here. Freshman Riley Brown into the game. And she checked in for Addison Osborne. Sarah Hensey goes to work and just can't connect. And we'll live with that shot by Sarah. She is a tough shot maker. But trickled off the rim, and so here come the Lady Mustangs down 7. Great closeouts by the Lady Hornets here. Ayla Hensey on ball defense. Just rejected 21 last time. That was Charlo. And so now 21 didn't want to go back inside on her. A little intimidation after the last time she attempted a shot. There's great hustle by Smoke. And a timeout by Coach Wiley. Appreciation for Smoke. That's 2 steals for her in the last 2 or 3 minutes of gameplay here. She really is giving real quality effort on the defensive end, which is great to see. So still 7-0. As dominant as the Lady Hornets have been, they haven't been able to get the shots to fall on the other end, so they haven't been able to put too much distance between themselves and the Lady Mustangs. And the Lady Hornets had a lead in the battle last week in Pryor, and they ended up letting it slip away at the end. So I'm sure that is fresh in their minds that if they do start to get an advantage here tonight, they're not going to let up. All right, here we go. Lady Hornets with the ball after the steal. Entry pass, high post to Sarah Hensey. Hand off to Ayla Hensey. Pigeon dribbles up top. Smoke gets it to Sarah. Off. Oh, that's a foul on the contest. They're letting a lot of stuff go, but if you're just hacking us when we're trying to shoot 1-foot shots, I feel like you got to put us on the free throw line. And on the second time, they do call it, and frankly, she was fouled harder the first time, but it works out. That's Ayla Hensey, and the freshman with her first points of the game. And that gives the Lady Hornets an 8-0 lead. You'll notice that form. She has a beautiful release, and man, she has a nice high arch, and that ball just hardly ever touches the rim if she's open. And the Lady Mustangs have done a good job of not getting her any looks. She had one look early, and that was it. They've shut it down since. So the Lady Hornets up to a 9-0 lead. 6:13 to go in the second quarter. Still stifling defense. And you have to imagine that's the first time this year the Lady Mustangs have been shut out in a quarter. So credit to the Lady Hornets defense. Sarah Hensey just stands straight up. That's beautiful defense. They challenged her. She just stood tall, stood strong, blocked the shot, got the rebound. And that's 3 years of seasoning on Sarah Hensey because she's been playing and starting every game. She asked for the shot from Pigeon. It's off. Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes to the Lady Mustangs. So here come the Lady Mustangs down 9 here in the second quarter. 5:30 to play. The Lady Hornets have been in their man-to-man defense the whole game. And really, why switch? The Lady Mustangs have not. There's a nice move. And she scores. So a nice shot fake gets the defender in the air. She gets into the lane. Lady Hornets were a little slow on the help that time, and she was able to get a little 4-foot runner wide open, and she knocks it down. So that's the first success. There's Hensey for 3. Come on now. She just didn't have her feet set right there. That was the problem. They were a little jumbled underneath her, and the shot doesn't fall for the freshman. Nice move by Pigeon. She gets her back, gets the offensive rebound. She wants to score. There's a kick out. Another for 3 for Hensey, and that one's good. That time she caught it in rhythm, stepped into the shot, and those things, that ball has no choice but to go through the hoop. 12-2 Lady Hornets, so 10-point lead here. There's another nice block by the Lady Hornets. The Lady Hornets have a size advantage here today, and that is proving very difficult to overcome for the Lady Mustangs. The Hornets have a big size advantage on both sides, but their defense has been just on. There's a nice move by Hensey. A tough shot. She's a right-handed shooter. The shot was twisting away. That's a foul. and one. She just powers through the foul and scores. So you give her enough looks at it, and she's going to make you pay just like that. And that's now 5 points for the Hornet Junior. So 5 for each Hensey. 2 for Smoke. Shout out to Corbin Hopkins. Shout out to Jared Carroll. Boom. Sarah misses another free throw. She's just 1 for 3 on the night, and she's a better free throw shooter than that. So if they keep fouling her, the odds are going to turn around. She's really become a nice free throw shooter this year. But 1 for 3 tonight, a little bit of a rough start. That was dangerous. That was dangerous from the get-go, and it ended up being a steal by the Lady Mustangs. Lady Hornets do get back on defense, don't give up a cheapie, and that's good. With as much as they're struggling to score, you don't want to give any runouts and layups. Make them earn it. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 14-12. Hensey. Ayla Hensey knocked it away, got on the floor, and looks like the refs called a jump ball there, and so the ball gets turned over to the Lady Hornets. Emma Pigeon back into the game for Riley Brown. So if you're just joining us, the Lady Hornets are up 14-2. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Lady Mustangs did not score in the first quarter, so the Hornet defense has been suffocating. Osborne with the ball, Hensey to Hensey. And that was physical defense by the Mustangs, and the ball just got fumbled out of bounds there. Bit unlucky for Ayla. There's a screen. She does that a couple more times. They're going to pop her for a moving screen, but that one was deemed legal. Osborne gets through the brush screen. 3 tries left, tries right, tries left again. Gets through, but the tough left-handed layup won't go. Sarah Hensey with the rebound for the Lady Hornets. And the Lady Hornets are going to bring the ball down the floor. 14-2 here in the second quarter. And let's see if we can get another good look here. Pigeon, there's a back cut. Ball goes, Osborne wanted to shoot it. She's fouled. And the rest they aren't trying to blow a lot of whistles here. They're trying to let them play, but this game is physical. You watched enough girls basketball games, you know, they don't play nice. And so a physical matchup, and if the refs don't start calling a few of them, then it's going to get ugly. So there we go. Emma Pigeon with another sweet move and a little floater in the lane, and the Lady Hornets are up 14 points here in the second quarter. There's a tough left-handed layup, and it goes for number 14. That's Calico. So that's her first bucket of the game, and we don't want to let her get going. So they call her for a travel. It did look funny, but I'm not sure about that one. But Hayden thought about the 3, then decided she was going to drive because she was so open, and just didn't get the footwork right. Hensey, that's a foul. You better. Boy, I thought he was going to give a jump ball there. I say, come on, guys. Yeah. So they are called for the foul, and that's now 4 on them. The next foul on the Lady Mustangs, and the Lady Hornets will be shooting 2 free throws for the rest of the quarter. So they're in the bonus. 16-4 is our score. 12-point lead here. Smoke on the wing. Not the same as smoke on the water, but Hensey to Hensey. Great entry pass. Tough shot. Got to give number 25, Carson Littlepage, credit for the Lady Mustangs. She is trying to stay physical with Sarah Hensey and make her make tough shots, and she's done a pretty good job, and she only has 1 foul to show for it. On the other end, Calico again, very aggressive, and the Lady Hornets, if they could have anticipated that a little better, they probably could have tried to set their feet and take the charge, but instead it was a hip check, which that was definitely a foul. Sends the Lady Mustangs to the line. Free throw's good by Calico, so she's had a little scoring spurt for the Lady Mustangs here. That she's made their last 3 points. Free throws off, rebounded by Smoke. Pass a little scary to Emma. The Lady Mustangs set up a press. They haven't been able to press much because they haven't scored. So they decided to press off a missed free throw, but the Lady Hornets handle it. They are trying to speed up our pulse here and see if they can't force a turnover, a bad decision. Entry pass to Hensey. She looks to power through. That's a foul. And that's 2 on 25. And I really don't think that the Lady Mustangs have a player on the bench that can handle the defensive assignment as well as Little Page has so far. There's Hensey making me look good by complimenting her free throw form. That was beautiful. Free throw good. Hensey's up to 6 points on the night, and the Lady Hornets have a 17-5 lead with 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hensey makes them both, and she seems to have settled down from the free throw line. 18-5, Lady Hornets. There goes Calico again, and they bailed her out. They bailed her out right there. Calico is starting to get uber aggressive, and the Lady Hornets have to stay, we have to stay disciplined there on the contest. And it was contested by 2 Lady Hornets, and Sarah came over from the help side. She was straight as an arrow, no problem, but the other contest was a little bit of a hack down. Calico misses the free throw, though. So you did make her earn it. 1 of 2 for Calico. And it's 18-6. Lady Hornets swing the ball. Smoke with it. Reverses it to Hensey. Oh, Osborne was open for a second, but just didn't see it soon enough. 23 seconds here. Oh. Osborne was cutting to the open rim. Hensey thought she was still in the corner. And the Lady Hornets with a little bit of miscommunication and one of really very few mistakes offensively. Maybe taking some tough contested shots, but they've really taken care of the ball pretty well. And the Lady Mustangs have played aggressively on defense. We got 6 seconds to go here. Lady Mustangs looking to get some momentum, and they do. And that was a big 3 to go into the halftime locker room. Coach Wiley with a couple of coaching points there. Lady Hornets hated to give that one up. A little spring to the step of the Lady Mustangs as they left the court after that last-second three-pointer. So here we are, 1 half in the books, and the Lady Hornets are doubling up the Lady Mustangs. It's 18-9, and we'll be back with the second half shortly. Enjoy the musical stylings of Mr. Scotty B. So the two teams head to the benches for some last-minute instructions from their coaching staff. Speaking of coaching staff, we've got Coach Wiley, Coach Chamberlain, and Coach Troyer on the bench for the Lady Hornets tonight. And they got to be pretty pleased with how the first half went up to the last 30 seconds. And it's those last 30 seconds that have given the Lady Mustangs hope here. And hope is both a beautiful thing and a dangerous thing, depending on which side you're on here. And the Lady Hornets had the ball up 12 with a chance to take the last shot. They had an unfortunate turnover. Then the Lady Mustangs bring the ball back down the court and knock down a three with just a couple of seconds on the clock, and all of a sudden it's 18-9. And the Lady Hornets lead was as large as 12-14 there, and now it's down to 9 here. So a little bit of a run by the Lady Mustangs. Still, you like the effort, you like where we're at, and you got to feel confident if you're a Hornet fan here that the Lady Hornets have a winning recipe here tonight. So it's going to be Mustangs ball. Calico with the ball, and she was really quiet until the last 3 minutes of this game. Now she has 4 points for the Lady Mustangs. One made shot and 2 fouls. There she is for 3. And Smoke was going to let it go out of bounds, but the good hustle by the Lady Mustangs did not allow for that. And there's an inside-outside touch. Pigeon turns it down. We're going to initiate offense and see if we can get a better look than that. That's some good discretion by Emma Pigeon. Oh, and a great find. And that's a strong contest by the Lady Mustangs that was deemed legal. And so now they hit a 3 on the other side, and it's good. And wow, what a difference. So the lead is down to 6, and the Lady Mustangs have some real momentum here. Nice shot by number 3 for the Lady Mustangs. That's Callie Hogue. She's a senior, and that was a big shot. And so here we go. The Lady Hornets having a little bit of adversity here. And Pigeon, a little hesitant to shoot. Not sure if it's discretion or a little bit of a lack of confidence, but we're not going to, they are leaving her alone. And they called 25, and that's her 3rd foul. The Mustangs coach did not want to see Little Page pick up a foul there on the aggressive challenge on Pigeon's drive. So credit Emma Pigeon. They left her all alone. She took it to the lane, took the contact, and drew a very important foul on Little Page. And that's going to affect the Lady Hornets' ability to get the ball inside to Sarah Hensey and Sarah's ability to score. And it's going to be up to number 12 for the Lady Mustangs, who is not on my roster, to try to hold off Sarah Hensey here for the Lady Hornets. We'll see about that matchup as we go. It's 20-12 here. Emma Pigeon made both free throws, so her aggressiveness paid off. And the Lady Hornets have stabilized here. Great job by the Lady Hornets. They shut off the driving lane, and Hensey saw the next pass, came over to steal. Warford is a quick athlete for the Lady Mustangs, and she has had some success getting the ball to the paint. There's an entry pass from Osborne to Hensey, and there's 2 points, and that's what we're talking about. With 25, Little Page on the bench, they just do not have the personnel to handle Sarah Hensey inside. And look for the Lady Hornets to exploit that matchup until the coach is forced to bring Little Page back in with 3 fouls. Great defense on the ball by Osborne. 3-pointer off the dribble. Here's a little stat for you. 3-point shots off the dribble automatically lose about 10 percentage points over every level of basketball. NBA, off the dribble three-pointers 10% worse than catch and shoot three-pointers. That was an off the dribble three-pointer by the Lady Mustangs, and it wasn't close. Basketball players will tell you shooting is all about rhythm, and it's just easier to get rhythm on a good catch and shoot. Get your feet right, knock it down. Scores 22-12. Lady Hornets had the lead. We got a little visit from Vinita Superintendent Mr. Schmidt, so shout out to Mr. Schmidt for hanging out with me for a minute. Lady Hornets are back up 10. The Lady Musto is 9 at the half, and it's 10 now. So 22-12. The leading scorer for the Lady Hornets, Sarah Hensey with 9. 22, Emma Pigeon, 5 points tonight. Ayla Hensey, 5. Smoke, 2. There's a 3 for Ayla Hensey, and a good contest and a great rebound by Hayden Smoke, and the Lady Hornets have a second try. And I don't mind the 3 for Ayla. She is a shooter, but Sarah has to touch the ball. Anytime we have this 25-on-12 matchup, the ball has to go inside to Sarah. They'll have to prove it to me that she can handle her inside, and she hasn't proven it yet, so Sarah's got to touch the ball. They're going to have to collapse on her, and that's when we can kick out to those shooters for those in-rhythm threes. Number 3, Ho grounds the corner, but cut off by Osborne. Smoke with the good closeout. The Lady Mustangs have a good quality basketball team, so credit the Lady Hornets defense for only giving up 12 points here this far. We're down to 4:50 here to go. There's a good contest. Rally to the rebound. Great hustle by number 21, Allie Charlo, a sophomore. Calico with an air ball, and Pigeon just kind of panicked there, and we ended up giving up a good thing she's young and flexible, because that looked painful. Ayla Hensey took the brunt of that mistake by the Lady Hornets. We did get a jump ball out of it, but Hensey took after the whistle blew. There's nothing cheap about that at all. After the whistle blew. Here we go. Lady Hornets are going to have to get it across. And ball's picked up. She finds the right pass. Smoke goes inside, and she's rejected. Now, that was strong defense there by the Lady Mustangs. It's Warford to the corner, a rhythm three-pointer, and the rebound's pulled by Sarah, and she's being fouled, and they're not calling it. They got to call that. And that's 3 on number 4. So the Lady Mustangs are starting to get into some foul trouble here, and rightfully so. It's been a physical game. And really, that's the only way to stop Sarah Hensey for the Lady Mustangs is to foul her. They collapse. There it is. Kick out. Sarah to Ayla, and there it is. Just what the doctor ordered. Paint touch to Sarah Hensey. Kick out to Ayla Hensey in rhythm, and nothing but the bottom of the net for the Lady Hornets, and that's a 25-12 lead. Drive. That's a charge taken. Yes, sir. Woo! Sarah Hensey slides over. Strong position. Sarah Stonewall Hensey. That was impressive. And just goes to show the Hornet Junior is all about winning basketball plays. We didn't see her, but Osborne's all by herself at midcourt. Our fans on the live stream can see how open she was, but we didn't catch that. There's the inbounds to Sarah. She's hit, and there's a turnover. So Lady Hornets with a little bit of trouble handling the pressure. Then a timeout by Coach Wiley to settle down the troops. The Lady Hornets are up to a 13-point lead, so it's not time to panic. But they have looked a little shaky against the Lady Mustang pressure. So Coach Wiley wants to go ahead and make like Barney Fife and nip it in the bud. And I don't blame him. Good timeout by the Hornet basketball coach. So just to recap here, we're in the third quarter. And just a couple minutes left. The Lady Hornets have a 25-12 lead over the Lady Mustangs of Oologah. And a physical, tough basketball game by both teams. Nothing dirty at all, just good, hard competition. A bunch of girls willing to fight for the victory, and you love to see that. So really a fun basketball game to watch, even though it hasn't been high scoring. So we'll see if the Lady Mustangs bring Little Paige back in, number 25. She's got 3 fouls, and she's had the very difficult task of guarding Sarah Hensey. So they don't. She's still sitting on the bench. And so what's been happening when we throw the ball to Sarah is they've collapsed on her with 3 players, and Sarah just makes the right play. And so you still got to throw it to her to stress the defense. Good, strong contest, and tough rebound goes to the Lady Mustangs. Good on-the-ball defense by Emma Pigeon there. And, boy, that's a tough shot. Hayden Smoke. This is very physical. Emma finds Hayden. Here we go. Lady Hornets handled it better. Looking for Sarah. Back cut. If they're going to commit, there's Hensey again. There it is again. I'm telling you, folks, she is about automatic in a rhythm open three-pointer, and it's something to watch. That's now 11 for the Hornet freshman. She's made 3 threes on the night, and the lead is extended to 16. That's the largest lead of the game for the Lady Hornets. So handle the pressure. Smoke came down at the last second, and that's going to draw a whistle. And in the NBA, they can go back and check the video and see if she made any contact or not. But at this level, if you come crashing down, and Smoke was getting a little bit of coaching from Sarah on that, stay straight up, don't come down. So Riley Brown comes in for Smoke. Lady Hornets don't have any foul trouble here, but need a little breather. So the Lady Hornet freshman Riley Brown comes in. Free throws made, bring it to a 14 game. Lady Mustangs have dialed up the pressure, and the pressure is what did it in. There's a great find for the easy bucket for the Hornet freshman. That's how you handle the pressure. The Lady Mustangs are really playing a risky brand of defense, overcommitting on the traps, everybody up, and they're leaving players wide open. But the question is, can the Lady Hornets find them? That time, Ayla Hensey keeps her head up, keeps her cool, and she ends up finding the right pass for an easy 2 points. That wasn't an easy 2 points, and that's a turnover. So that's the right call. That's a turnover. Calico with Coach Wiley asking for composure from his girls. So what we needed there from the inbounder was a bounce pass instead of a handoff. The handoff got deflected right back into Sarah. She was standing out of bounds. That was clean. There he goes. Here we go. Run out for Osborne. Will she pull it up? She'll pull it up. That's fine. Swing. Sarah for 3. Woo, that looked good. She thought it was in too. Sarah Hensey can also shoot the 3-point. That's been added to her game this year. And that one just didn't fall. Step back. Great rebound by Ayla Hensey. Finds Sarah. Sorry for the cam work there, folks. I will half his pay for his efforts today for that. He's going to get a fine. A percentage of his pay tonight's going to be stripped if he continues to miss those plays. So it's a 30-16 now. A little bit of action there. We'll catch up on it. 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Hornets 30, Lady Mustangs 16. That was defended well. Ball up top to Riley Brown. Emma Pigeon, pump fake, gets inside. There you go. So Pigeon hasn't seemed very interested in shooting the 3, but the Lady Mustangs haven't figured that out yet. So they're closing out hard on her, and Emma's getting them up in the air and driving to the lane, making good basketball plays. There's a steal. Deflection, but it does stay with the Lady Hornets. They're speeding our pulse up, so to speak, with this pressure. And when your heart rate's up, you're just prone to mistakes, and that's happened to the Lady Hornets here. The good news is, up 16, if we can learn to handle this is nothing but good for these girls. That's what makes you a stone cold killer, is the experience. Great entry pass, and that ball did everything but go into the hoop for Sarah Hensey. She doesn't know how it didn't go in. There's Calico with the head of steam, and she makes it, and it's a 32-18 game. Calico is at her best when she is aggressive. Over the top to Riley Brown. There's the right pass. That's a foul. Whoa, there you go. All right. A little better composure. They handle the trap, find the right play. Hornet freshman Riley Brown, she attacked, made the defense commit, dumped it off to Addison Osborne. And Osborne gets fouled and heads to the free throw line. First one's no good. Only 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and the Lady Hornets with a 14-point lead. Osborne looking to make it 15. Shot up and in. And so it's 33-18 here. Lady Mustangs with 17 seconds. They're hoping to close the quarter strong, just like they did in the second quarter. And let's see if the Lady Hornets can get a stop this time. Set up by Charlo. 5 seconds to go. Driving on Hensey. There's a shot by number 4. It was blocked by Emma Pigeon. And the Lady Hornets, with a much better defensive effort that time to close out the quarter. And your Lady Hornets have come out of the third quarter with a 15-point lead here in Vinita, America tonight. It is Lady Hornets 33, Lady Mustangs 18. And we'll be right back for the fourth quarter. All right, folks, we're getting set for the fourth quarter here at the James E. Suter Activity Center, and the Lady Hornets have a 15-point lead over the Lady Mustangs of Oologah. The Lady Mustangs with the ball. There was one jump ball in the third quarter, and so the possession reverts to the Lady Mustangs. Nice contest, and they're going to call a travel on Pigeon, and we just don't have to get in a hurry, and that's the thing the Lady Hornets have to remember. Get the rebound, pivot, open up, and just take your time. 10 seconds is a long time, and we've just rushed it a little bit. Smoke with a really nice play there. She was getting screened. Savvy senior play. A little hand check off the ball, and she got away with it and did not give up a layup, and it was really pretty. 2 shots for the Lady Mustangs, and it's Riley Brown that cleared the board, and now she's going to bring it up. Oh, and there's a turnover. Well, it's a 15-point lead, so it's not panic time, but there's plenty for the Hornet coaches to discuss after this one, no matter what the outcome is. And we have allowed them to quicken our pulse, so to speak, and it's kept them in the game. If they can make a few three-pointers, then they could start to mount a comeback here, but that's an air ball, so make them earn it 1 or 2 at a time. No open threes here. And the Lady Mustangs are going to continue to press here, and let's see if the Lady Hornets figure it out. The Lady Hornets clear into the middle of the court to Hensey, and that was a much better method of breaking that press. Hensey has the ball. Nice pump fake by Smoke. She gets in the lane, and that everything but in, but there's Sarah Hensey to clean it up. And that play was made by Hayden Smoke. She collapsed the defense, or stressed the defense, I guess you could say. And that allowed Sarah to be able to clean up that rebound and put it back in. And it's a 17-point lead for the Lady Hornets. So timeout for the Lady Mustangs. Their coaching staff's going to see if they can dial something up against this Lady Hornet man-to-man defense. It's been good. The defensive effort and communication has been really, really good. And anytime that they have managed to get past the first line of defense, the Lady Hornet interior defenders have slid over into help position and stayed disciplined, made great contests, and that's why there's only 18 points on the board for the Lady Mustangs. So if you're just joining us, about 6 minutes here to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Hornets 35, Lady Mustangs 18. And this is a rematch of the rematch. The first two of the year have gone to the Lady Mustangs. The last one, the Lady Hornets had a lead, and the Lady Mustangs used this full court pressure to stress the Lady Hornets, and it was able to be successful. They were able to turn them over and make the comeback. And don't quote me on this, but I feel like it was a 1-point loss for the Lady Hornets. So a bit of heartbreak in Pryor last week. And the good Lord knew what he was doing. He brought the Lady Mustangs back to Vinita for a chance at redemption. So a little redemption arc here for the Lady Hornets, up 17. And little miscommunication there. Great hustle. That's the right call. I take back everything I said about that ref's eyesight. That was a great call. Emma did touch it while she had a foot out of bounds, and so that's why it's out, or Smoke. That's a moving screen. They didn't see that one, so, there you go. Can't see everything, I guess. Got the hook with the knee. Blocking foul. So it was on the floor. They'll have to throw it in again. Looks like corners and elbows. Let's see what they do here. Screen and roll. Corner three. On the ball defense by Riley Brown. Forces a really tough shot. And Sarah Hensey. Great defense there by Riley Brown, the Hornet freshman. Hensey to Hensey. Ayla picks it up where we don't want to pick it up, but we get away with it. Coach Roach has a term for dribbling across that line and picking it up there, and it's to remind our players that it's not a great strategy. So, but we did get away with it. Sometimes it's good to be tall, and the Lady Hornets really have some pretty nice size across most of their 6-girl rotation, and even when they expand it to 7. There's still size coming off the bench. So that has been a factor here tonight for the Lady Hornets. We got a timeout called. Lady Hornets with a 17-point lead. And the one thing about being a basketball coach or a basketball fan is the Lady Hornets may be in firm control of this game right now, but the heart rate and the stress level for the coaching staff has not reduced yet. We're going to need a few more points here before we start to feel good. But that's the nature of competition. It's fun. You got the adrenaline flowing. Ball inbounds. Inside to Hensey. They collapse. That's a foul. It's a foul or a travel. They didn't call either, but it's a foul first. And I wonder the true number of times a game that Sarah Hensey is fouled. Not how many times they call it, but how many times that she's fouled. It has to be, there's another foul. She hit her in the so we talked about going straight up and not slapping down. Little Paige, she has 3 fouls. She had to sit on the bench while Hensey has the rebound, and she's just slapping down, hitting her in her arms, her shoulder. And the officials just let it go. There's a nice long inbounds, a lot of contact, and they don't call it. Third tries the charm for the Lady Hornets. They do get the call on the third contest, and Hensey goes to the free throw line. To the Lady Hornets' credit, they really don't complain. Okay, Sarah Hensey is as steady as of a performer as you could ever ask for, and she knows she's getting fouled, okay? But she may get a little frustrated every once in a while, but she's not complaining to the officials, and I appreciate that. Now, that doesn't mean that myself or maybe Coach Wiley can't have a small world with the official every once in a while. But Sarah's done a good job of just keeping her mouth shut and competing. And, man, such a talented young Lady Hornet here, doing her thing. And I hope the fans appreciate what they're seeing here because she's a special player. That's a moving screen, a lot of contact. Smoke took it. And I'm not sure that 21 didn't take the worst of that hit, but it was a moving screen. And so when they're doing the dribble handoffs, they're not coming to a 2-foot jump stop on those dribble handoffs. You have to wonder if this is what happened at Pryor the other night on the comeback. If the Lady Mustangs were just allowed to, just be extremely physical with their press and are able to get some steals out of it. There is the Lady Mustangs have 2 fouls this quarter, and they had 2 fouls in the last 2 seconds of that. There's Ayla Hensey for 3. Smoke with the rebound. She gets it again. And, well, they definitely didn't hit the ball because they were about 1.5 feet shorter than her. So, but somehow when she tried to make the pass to Sarah Hensey, the ball only went about 1 foot. So I'll let you figure out what the Mustang defense hit, but it wasn't the ball. Back down to the other side. It's an 18-point lead. Lady Mustangs on the line. Nice strong take by number 21. That's Allie Charlot, and she's been a good player for the Lady Mustangs tonight. Although that is her first point, but you notice her a lot. Good quality young player there for the Mustangs. She's a sophomore. And she gets them both to go. Ball inbounded to Emma Pigeon. She didn't want it, and there's a turnover. Ball fumbled out of bounds. Nearly a turnover. So, catch the ball, reverse pivot, and square up. You don't have to, it's not a hot potato here for the Lady Hornets. It's not a hot potato. There's fouls. I'm going to stop mentioning it, but you should just know every contest is a foul. Three-pointer off. Sarah Hensey with the rebound. Doesn't get it. Let's see. Emma runs it down and throws it off the Lady Mustang's leg. Great hustle. Great hustle by Emma Pigeon. And Lady Hornets with a 16-point lead here. 4 minutes to go. And the ball. Sarah strong inside, asking for the ball. Now she wants it. Want it, Sarah. Really, I'd let Sarah touch it every time. Little Page is back out. They're trying to press, so they are extremely undersized, trying to fight against the half-court defense. They're trying to trap and be aggressive, and a timeout for Coach Wiley. So here's the thing. You get the ball in the corner, and that's where the trap comes. And we don't need to overcomplicate it here, and I'm sure Coach Wiley's going to tell them that. If with the ball in the middle of the court, usually that's a difficult entry pass. And if Little Page was in the game, you'd have to say, you don't want to throw that. But they have about a 5'3" girl trying to guard Sarah Hensey inside right now by herself. And so you really just don't have to complicate it. Just square up and throw it to her. If you let them get 2 on the trap, then that's a lot more difficult of a pass. Still, great job by the Lady Hornets here tonight. 16-point lead against a team that's beat them twice this year. So really a strong, strong effort by the Lady Hornets. And hopefully they'll get the payoff of a really, really sweet victory here tonight. credit to the Lady Mustangs. They are scrappy. And it's been physical, but the Lady Mustangs are not cheap in any way. They're just going for the ball, playing hard, and they're just doing what the refs allow them to do. And so if the refs allow them to physically contest every pass and every trap, then they're going to do that. And so there it is. Now look at Sarah. See, there they got the call that time, and she just ran right through her. So that's the third foul on the Lady Mustangs this quarter. And the Lady Hornets will inbounds with a 4-low set. And ball goes to Sarah, and it's an and one. That was a very interesting setup by the Lady Hornets. And but it resulted in a 2-foot contested shot for their best player. She knocks it down for the and one. And the Lady Hornets are back up 18 here with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Unless the Lady Mustangs get really hot from three. And there's the 3-point shot we just mentioned, and there's the turnover. So 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go. It's still a 16-point lead here. The Lady Hornets had stretched that out to 19, which is their largest lead of the game. So still in really good position here. But we're growing and learning, and we're going to learn from each turnover and mistake and hopefully learn how to fix those. And in the playoffs, that's going to pay off for the Lady Hornets, knowing how to handle. Great hustle by the Lady Mustangs. 2 girls diving out of bounds. And my hat is off to the Lady Mustangs tonight. They are a little outmanned and outsized here. And they have played so hard and competed to... And they're going to call a travel. And she probably did drag her pivot foot there. Nice, strong trap. And another turnover. We're down to 2:50. The Lady Hornets need to really lock down the half-court defense here, and it won't matter. But we're going to have to stay with great discipline. Oh! Foul on Hensey. The Hornet faithful didn't see it the way the referees did, and he gives a sheepish smile as he puts 21 Charlo on the free throw line. Like we talked about earlier, though, when you swing down on the ball, you're usually going to get a whistle on you at this level. And was it clean? Maybe. But, you know, when you swing, you're letting the officials call it if they want to. Another turnover. And good contest, but the ball is fumbled out of bounds. 2:31 to go. Lady Hornets are now up 14 from a maximum of 19. And the Lady Hornets had turned the ball over the last 4 possessions or so. It started to get a little sloppy. The Lady Mustang pressure has been successful here in the fourth quarter. There's an open 3, and that's what we don't want. And there it is. And the lead's down to 11. Inbounds. Ball's deflected. Lady Hornet ball. So it's an 11-point game all of a sudden, and this game is still competitive. The Lady Hornets are going to have to figure out how to handle this press. And so ball goes to Hensey. She handles it. Back to Osborne. What's she going to do? Squares up. Finds him a pigeon. It's a big possession for the Lady Hornets. Now you got to get it inside to Sarah. All by herself. Hayden, the Lady Mustangs wanted to carry. They didn't get the call. And instead, it's a 2-point shot for the Lady Hornets. Hayden Smoke makes it a 13-point game. And off the dribble air ball, Sarah with a strong defense inside. Lady Mustang still with the ball. Down to minute 42 here to go. That's a travel. And the Lady Hornets have a chance to try to handle this press again. I think this is great for them. 13-point game. And it's obviously a stressful press that they have struggled with. And they've made some mistakes. So, put you right back in the same situation and see how you handle it. In that case, they were bailed out by a real quick foul by Oologah. And Emma Pigeon is going to go to the line for 2 for the Lady Hornets. So a 13-point lead here, 41-28 Lady Hornets. Senior Emma Pigeon on the line. Splash. That's 8 on the night for the Hornet senior. Make it 9. We're back up to a 15-point lead here with 1:30 to go. Well, when it was 19, I mentioned that the stress was not off of the Hornet coaching staff, and I hate to be proven right, but the Lady Mustangs started knocking down some shots. Lady Hornets with a few turnovers, and all of a sudden we had a ball game. There's a nice contested finish into Ayla. See how they handle it. Reverse. All right, take your time. Take your time. Blocking foul called. And Sarah Hensey heading to the free throw line with the Lady Hornets up 13 with 1:08 to go. And at this point, the clock is the Lady Hornets' friend as much as the scoreboard. We just keep those seconds ticking down. Free throw's good. So since I gave Sarah Hensey the virtual pep talk earlier on her free throw shooting, she hasn't missed since. And she didn't there. Can't jinx her. 15-point lead for the Lady Hornets, 1:06 to go. And now it's just good contest on threes. Well, there's an open 3. And she makes it. That's that dribble handoff screen, and it's been effective at getting them open. There's a foul, and they called it. Now, those are the same fouls they didn't call earlier that the Mustangs took advantage of to kind of make a comeback here. And now that got a little closer, the officials have had the whistle get a little tighter. So it's one of those things when the scoreboard looks a little lopsided, the officials tend to let things go. And now that it's tightened up, so is the whistle. Hensey back to the line. She started off 1 for 3, and I'm just going to estimate she's made her last 6 in a row. She's up to 18 points on the night. Make it 7 in a row, 19 points on the night. 47-33 Lady Hornets. And finally, I think there's a measure of a deep breath from the Hornet faithful, feeling pretty good about coming home with the win tonight. Shot by number 2. Great hustle for the rebound. That's a foul. So, and good sportsmanship by the Lady Hornets. And really, as difficult as it can be to watch professional and college sports these days with the athletes, tending to be a little bit of a prima donna, crybabies, sure is refreshing to come down here to the James E. Suter Activity Center in Vinita, America, and watch 10 young ladies battle it out, leave their heart and soul on the court, show great sportsmanship, keep their mouths shut, don't complain to the referees. Just a lot of high character ladies here tonight putting on a show for the Hornet and Mustang faithful. Oof. A little bit of hesitation on the free throw, and nearly got still a little bit of a panic. If we pull this film, there's a lot to learn. That was probably a foul. That's definitely a foul. And the Lady Hornets are going to go down to the other end. So only 19 seconds to go on the clock, and it's a 13-point lead, and the Lady Hornets are going to get out of here with a victory tonight. And I got to say, a hard-fought battle. These ladies were warriors tonight. Free throw's no good. Here comes the second one. Splash. And that's 20 points for the Hornet junior, Sarah Hensey. She leads the Lady Hornets. Oh, what a contest by the Lady Hornet freshman. And she got tugged on the rebound, and she's going to go to the free throw line. So how about that? She got the swat, the rebound, and now she's going to go to the free throw line. Great job by Ayla Hensey there, the Lady Hornet freshman. So, I hope you all enjoyed the first match here tonight between the Vinita Hornets and the Oologah Mustangs. The Lady Hornets with a Chaka tally mark on the board for the Hornet side. The Vinita faithful loving it. And we'll see if the Hornets can match them here tonight. Ayla makes them both. And we now have a score of 50-34. Good defense. Don't foul. 3 seconds. Good contest. Rebound for Smoke, and that'll do it. A Lady Hornet victory and sweet revenge. Third time's the charm for the Lady Hornets against the Lady Mustangs this year. And they're going to come home with a 50-34 victory. The Hornets are going to run out, and I will come back to you with Hornet basketball action after this. All right, basketball fans, we're about to get down to it. Now, there was an interesting development during the warm-ups. It's illegal to grab the rim during warm-ups, to dunk, to pop the rim, and the referees usually leave the gym for a few minutes at the start of warm-ups, and that's when the kids, have their fun and try a few windmill slams. And then when they come back in, the nonsense stops and everybody says, okay, knock it off, just warm up normal. Well, a player from Oologah jumped up and popped the rim pretty hard. And he got a talking to by the refs and his coach. So the Hornets might start today's game with some technical free throws. We'll see. There he is right there. The officials are kind of smiling at him as he went over. He sure is a good athlete, and hopefully that will be the only boneheaded thing that goes on today for that young man. So we'll see. I'm just kind of reading some context clues on that. There may not be any technical free throws. But if there is, that's what happened. And so you got the scoop here first, folks. So we're going to have the legendary Scotty B bring the starting lineup. So just like the tradition here is by the Vinita High School student section to kind of ignore the other team's announcements. And they've been doing that for longer than I care to admit, since I was part of that when I was in high school, and boy, it's been a while. So we'll just zoom in on the Hornets and participate in the fun here. So number one's just a sophomore, and good-looking athlete for the Mustangs. Got a big boy, senior, 6'3", number 15. Another senior, guard. And a 6'5" junior. The Mustangs are big and athletic, so that's going to be a handful for the Hornets here tonight. All right, here's Scotty B bringing us your Vinita Hornets. There you have it. The one, the only, Scotty B on the Hornet announcements. So, excellent. You should know those responsible for the monkey business with the camera work in the first game have been sacked. So I'm sure you are probably grateful to hear it. And sure enough, the Hornets take the free throw line. As I suspected, Bodie Carter Sr. will start the game with the technical free throw. And if you just joined us, this is because the Mustangs popped the rim pretty hard during warmups, and that's a big no-no. Everybody knows it. Once the referees come into the gymnasium here for warmups, you got to leave the rim alone. And so Bodie Carter starts the game. 2 for 2, money. So the Hornets will start with a 2-0 lead and the ball. So 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and The lead is 2 for the Hornets. Nowlin initiates. So the Hornet starting lineup, same as usual. 4 juniors and a senior. Lone senior is Bodie Carter, number 4. Junior Zayden Nowlin has the ball, pass to Ethan Stevens. They dare Stevens to shoot. Stevens initiates the offense. Swaggerty with it. Dylan Swaggerty, that is. And the last Hornet starter is number 34, Hornet junior Bryson Metter. Carter takes the shot. Can't connect. Deflection by Carter, though. Great hustle. Here come the Hornets on the break. And good hands. There it is. Probably a foul on the contest. They let it go. This officiating crew let a lot go in the girls' game, and the girls played through it and kept their composure, and it turned out to be a really good game. Lady Hornets came out victorious. But I am afraid if they don't tighten up the whistle here in the boys' game, that might get a potential of getting ugly here. So I think they're going to have to blow the whistle. We'll see if they do. That's Metter for 3. That's short. Could see it from here. And it wasn't really a rhythm shot. He was just left so open, he decided to shoot it. There's 15 who jacks a three-pointer. And he tried to step into it, but I think the Hornets will live with that shot. In fact, I think both coaching staffs will live with those 2 three-pointers all night long, and they would be correct to do so because those weren't close. Nowlin gets inside, and he is rejected at the rim by the Mustang big man. And Nowlin, one of the smallest guys in the gym, took it right to the rim against one of the biggest guys in the gym, and the outcome was predictable. But you love his tenacity to go in there, and maybe next time look for a little teardrop floater or something instead of getting so deep in there against the big man. Hornet coaching staff calls a set. Stevens with the handoff, gets a paint touch. Now, on that drive, he was looking to hit the back cut, which that's the call. You look for it. But the thing is, if you drive to score like that time, it opens everything up. You can't drive to pass. The defense will see it coming, and they'll slack off. You drive to score. There's Lady Hornet legend Sarah Hensey coming through the screen real fast. And great job by her tonight. She played great. That's a foul, and they do call it. And so that's a foul on number 22 for the Mustangs. And the Hornets have the ball up 2 here. 5:21 to go in the first quarter. And the only scoring was the 2 technical free throws before the game began, shot by the Hornets. So just like the girls' game, early offense is behind the early defense. And Nowlin checks to see what the coaching staff wants to do. Coach Roach says, "You're fine, just run it." And they're letting Stevens catch. There's a nice find, and he just can't get the angle. Great pass inside to Bodie Carter. He had a tough angle, and good contest there. That's a foul. So foul discipline is going to be important here. That's 3 on the Mustangs. 5 fouls in the quarter is free throws. And the last 2 fouls on the Mustangs have just been 90 feet from the Hornet rim. So it's not like they're contesting shots. They're just fouling on the rebound. And if the Hornets get in the bonus here and make some free throws, those are going to come back to bite them. So you got to stay disciplined. There's a nice cut. There's a foul. Well, it wasn't, according to the officials. So play on. And offensive rebound by the Mustangs. Still 2-0. And Metter on ball defense. Dead ball. Nowlin contains his number 1 counterpart for the Mustangs. Oh, good hands. Oh, wow. Now, that's not real consistent there. Metter probably got fouled the other way Coach Roach has a saying, ball down, you hit the ball. Ball up, you hit the arm. That was ball straight down. So there's really no doubt in my mind that that was an all-ball swipe at the ball. But the Hornet Junior does pick up the foul call. And the help defense contests the first shot, but that leaves the weak side rebound open, and the Mustangs clean it up and score. It's 2-2. Bodie Carter looks at a three. Stevens got to decide what he's going to do out there. He decides to attack the paint. So it's clear the strategy here is to just let Stevens shoot from the outside. Now, so Stevens does take the shot, but he was only a foot inside the three-point line, and it wasn't close. I actually don't mind a couple of threes from Stevens if they're open. There's a three-pointer by number 15, and the Mustangs take the lead. But you don't want a 17-foot jumper for 2 points. You want it to be worth 3 for the Hornets. So 5-2, Mustangs take the lead. Bodie Carter initiates, gets a pick. Metter for 3. Nails it. And the rest of the Hornet 4 are known three-point commodities. You're going to have to guard them. There's 24 for 3. He knocked it down. And after absolutely zero offense for the first half of this quarter, it's fireworks here at the James E. Suter Activity Center. It's 8-5. There's Stevens with the 3. The bank wasn't open. That's a jump ball. And that's a good call. That was good hands. No foul there. The good hustle by the Mustangs, number 22, got down and dug that one out, and ended up being a tie ball. It'll cost the Mustangs a possession arrow, but they do come away with it. So the Mustangs have a early 8-5 lead here. The Hornets come out in full court pressure. First time we've seen this today. Mostly because the Hornets haven't been able to score to set it up. Over the top was the play. Stevens was waiting on it. Attack and foul on the rebound. Tough foul. The crowd oozed because that was a hard fall for number 1 for the Mustangs, but he looks like a real tough kid. He popped up, and he definitely got his money worth on that foul. Nice play for the Mustangs. Gets a good look for number 15, but he can't connect. Nothing but back rim. 15 is the 6'3" guy for the Mustangs, and he's definitely got some springy legs. I imagine that if he gets a breakaway, we're going to have a dunk show here. And I think 24 is pretty athletic too. So not only do the Mustangs have a couple of real nice size, they're going to call a foul there. And foul on Nowlin. That's three fouls on the Hornets, 2 on Nowlin. So Malachi Namello with the fresh braids into the game. I had Malachi in class today. I don't remember his braids looking quite this nice, so he may have had them done up after school. Not sure about that, but he's ready to play. You know what they say, feel good, play good, something like that. Look good, feel good, play good. Maybe that's what it is. There's a wide open 3 by number 15, and really, that was another foul on the contest. 22, he already got that call once on him by fouling on the rebound. Got away with it that time. But if I were him, I would lay off of that. Metter with the ball up top. So the Hornets are having some difficulty initiating. There's Metter with just an athletic play. Came to a jump stop, pump fake, and then goes up and scores. So a 1-point game here with 48 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Hornets 7, Mustangs 8. Bodie Carter with the on-ball defense. Lobs it to 15 for 3. In and out. Great block out by Dylan Swaggerty and Malachi Namello. And the Hornets with the stop and a chance to take the lead. Just down 1 here with 30 seconds to go. The Hornets and the Mustangs have hooked up 4 times now this year. The Mustangs have taken the first 3. The first game was a blowout. The Mustangs just ran the Hornets out of the gym. Since then, the last two matchups in 10 seconds here, 8 seconds, have been down to the wire. Step back three for Metter. Chance to score at the buzzer, and he does. There you go. The Hornets take the lead on a putback by Bodie Carter. Good hustle by the Hornets, and they're going to end the first quarter up 1. So, a lot to talk about by both coaching staffs. It's a chess match here at James E. Suter Activity Center between these coaching staffs. The Mustangs coaches have come out and they're really sagging off of Ethan Stevens, not allowing the Hornets to get any paint penetration. So what are we going to do to counter that? That's the question. I'm sure that's being discussed right now. 9-8 here. The Hornets have the lead after 1. So the Lady Hornets put a win on the board for Vinita, and the Hornets so far so good in a tightly contested matchup here in Vinita, America on the last day of January 2025. Great job by the Hornet cheerleaders coming out and getting the crowd fired up before Scotty B finds just the right tune to play. And the Hornets will get the ball first here, so let's see if they can expand the lead with a quality possession. Would not surprise me if Coach Roach called a play in the huddle there, and instead of the normal infinite offense, we might have a set play. We'll see. Coach takes it back, didn't like it. Here comes Stevens. Up top. All right, nothing doing. Mustangs take care of it. They look at Swaggerty gets the ball. Back to Metter. Metter fakes. Inside. Kick to Stevens. Now that's the shot we want. Get in there, ball. Good contest by Namello. Swaggerty gets it. Can't hit it. Metter gets it and puts it in. 3 chances for the Hornets, and they connect, and it's an 11-8 lead here. So great hustle on the boards. And that's a good shot from Stevens. We'll take that. A paint touch, a kick out, and he can make that shot. Nice left-handed scoop by the senior for Oologah, number 22. And it's a 11-10 game. 1 minute gone by here in the second quarter. Carter looks at it, pump fake. Inside to Swaggerty, he squares up. Kicks it to Mello, now to Stevens. Now to Metter, he will shoot. Pump fake, gets inside, lands on 2, gets fouled. Great job by Bryson Metter. And that part of his game has developed over the last 2 years. And he's really starting to get a little more crafty on the drive. And there he didn't panic, got into the lane, landed on 2. That's just good fundamentals. That's good coaching. That's a player who is coachable and learning to play with those fundamentals, and it pays off at the free throw line where it's nothing but net. So that sure makes this old ball coach happy to see players taken to the coaching and learning good fundamental and then paying it off. That one misses, and so he splits the pair. And the Mustangs bringing the ball down the floor, a 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead. There's a drive out of bounds, and it just dropped it out of bounds. Great on-ball defense by Swaggerty. Not everybody on the Mustang side of the court agreed that there was no contact or anything there, and I'm not sure. But it's Hornet ball. Entry pass to Swaggerty. Makes a move. Strong move. Woo, that was everything but the bottom of the net by Dylan Swaggerty. What a nice move. 22 with the elbow jumper on. There's a foul. And I'm telling you, it's just, he's begging to get those calls. That's 2 on him now. And, that was just another frustration foul, it looked like, So, and he's a senior. I'm sure he's talking to himself. So the Hornets have a 2-point lead in the ball. 2 team fouls this quarter on the Mustangs, none on the Hornets. And there's Swaggerty gets inside. He's fouled, and they don't call it. Well, got to stay tough and hope they keep it both ways. They didn't blow the whistle on the other side on the out of bounds, so you say, well, that is both ways right there. Contest, the Mustangs want to call. They don't get it, so there you go. Bodie Carter, they swipe down, and Carter makes a tough circus shot, and the Hornets have a 4-point lead. So the referees definitely have a tendency to let the kids play. And you like that better than just a foul fest, Whoa, wow. That was sweet. Shot by number 1, 3-pointer, and that brings the Mustangs back within 1, and that ball barely touched the net on the way through. Entry pass to Metter. Mustangs shut it down high, but Swaggerty jumps up to get it. Good thing that pass from Metter was for Swaggerty. Any other player on this Hornet team, and that was a turnover. Namello looks to drive. Gets it to Swaggerty in the corner for 3, and Swaggerty caught it in rhythm and knocks it down. And that is a new facet to his game this year. And the Hornets have that 4-point lead back. Number 1 feeling the confidence after the last time. Doesn't hit it that time. And a great contest by Bodie Carter. Kept it in front of him. Made that a tough shot. And the Hornets clear the rebound up 4. Metter's able to get his guy out of position. Wow. Great job by Malachi. Swing. Now get around him. Get in the lane. On 2. Pump fake. That's his move and his scores. Bryson Metter, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That move's just too good. And that's the 3rd time today, and he has cashed it in for the Hornets. Either got fouled or scored. And Metter's up to 10 points in this game, so he's the Hornets' leading scorer. The Hornets are up 6. There it is again for number 1, and that one's good. So a little bit of ISO ball by the Mustangs, and number 1 is 2 for his last 3, jacking it up. But I like to see everybody touch the ball some and then take that shot. But if it goes in, who am I to judge? Metter again. Pump fake. Stevens for 3 in rhythm. Just off. Swaggerty contests the rebound, but it's brought in by number 22 for the Mustangs. We're down to a 3-point lead here for the Hornets. 2:47 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs have the ball. Chance to tie it up. There's a skip pass. Metter brings in the rebound. So the Mustangs will shoot a lot of threes. Their offense is either a 3-pointer or a 1-footer. That's it. That's all they shoot. 3-pointers and 1-footers. And when those go in, they can score a lot of points. When it doesn't go in, it could be a frustrating night. There's a 3 from Metter, and it's good. And the Hornets back to up a 6-point lead here. And that's 13 for the Hornet junior, Bryson Metter. There's another 3 for number 1, and he hits it. Well, you know what? That's winning basketball right now for them. So it's a tough cover for Bodie Carter. You think if you commit too much, he'll go around him. Good job by Bryson Metter following that. Gets a putback. And it's a run out now. And the Hornets are in danger of giving up an open 3 or a second chance. And they knock it down, and it's a tie game. So that time it was the Hornets that overcommitted to the offensive rebounds. It was a 3-on-1 break by the Mustangs, and now it's a tie game. So both teams trading blows here. Inside to Swaggerty, good touch. Deflection by number 24 for the Mustangs. And put back by number 22. Bad camera work, but the Mustangs scoring the second chance. Put back by number 22. Great pass. And Namello finishes off Bodie Carter. And it is a back and forth affair now, folks. 24-24. It's exciting game. There's a three, no good. They are willing to shoot the quick three. That is just their game. So it's a tie game. They're trying to trap in the corner, but they got three guys over here. Carter gets stuck and ends up throwing it to the wrong player, who gets an and one on the other end. So Carter was in a tough position. He's fallen out of bounds trying to make a play, but ends up, the pass finds the wrong color jersey, leads to a run out and an and one, and the Mustangs have a 2-point lead with a chance to make it 3 if 15 can connect on the free throw here. There it is. No good. All right. So Hornets down 2 with the ball. Bodie Carter by himself in. I'd like to see him just go ahead and take the three. Bodie Carter, he can really shoot it. So let's just shoot that open three. They called a block. The Mustangs crowd wants a foul call. It was a foul, folks. The refs let that one go somehow. I don't know how. They should be on the line for 3 free throws right there, but there's a long three from number 15. That's our ball. There it is. So the Hornets, fortunate to have the referees swallow their whistle on that last 3-point attempt, and they end up getting a stop. 16.5 seconds here to go, and the Hornets are going to look for a score. We're down 2. Mustangs have, here come the Hornets, 7 seconds. Set up for the last shot. 4, 3, 2. Wow, Bryson Metter, what a half for the Hornets, and he ties it up, 26 apiece. The Hornet Jr. with 15 points, and they have not had an answer for him. He's a big, strong, athletic young man, and he's shot it well. That's a real good combination on the basketball court. The refs are laughing, I think, about that non-call on the 3-point shot. By the time they decided it was probably a foul, it was too late to call it. So the Hornets got away with one there. But, you know, the Mustangs got away with a couple earlier, too. So we'll call it a wash, folks. And nothing has been decided after one half of basketball. The score, your Hornets 26, the Oologah Mustangs 26. Back in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Vinita High School varsity prom squad, let's introduce the captain, senior Lauren Fraley. Co-captain, senior Addison Osborne. Senior Brooklyn Connie. Senior Brooklyn Taylor. Senior Brooklyn Phillips. Senior Emma Pigeon. Junior Adele Comer. Junior Dakota Smith. Freshman Jessica Millard. And freshman Jen Andy. And coached by Haley Williams, ladies and gentlemen, the Vinita High School varsity prom squad.
All right, folks, we're back to basketball. And with 7 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the third quarter, it's 26-all. And the refs immediately call foul. They may have talked it over in the dressing room and said, you know, we need to get a handle on this. So we'll see if the whistle's a lot tighter here. That was a tight whistle there. Good stick-to-itness by number 15 for the Mustangs, and he scores on the putback. And that's a 2-point lead. The Mustangs in front by a nose. Stevens puts it up and knocks it down. They begged him to shoot that, and he said, if you please, and then he made him pay. And the Hornets back in front by a stinger, 29-28. There's a travel. Great defense by Nallen, and the Hornets get the ball. So here we go. Both teams scored on their first possession. Mustangs turn it over on their second. And now let's see what the Hornets can do. Hornets turning the offense, and it's a turnover. Pick it up. So there you go. 2 made buckets, 2 turnovers. And that's the nature of high school sports, folks. So now the Mustangs with the ball and a chance to answer. 15 drives in, puts it up, and scores. That was an aggressive, strong left-handed take and a nice high finish. And he is bouncy. He got in there, and he just finished over the top. Stevens decided against the second one. Inside to Metter. They collapse. The Mustangs are going to make him make more than one before they guard him. Denied to Metter, back cut. Nallen gets inside, kicks it out to Metter. Pump fake. Out to Carter. To Stevens. Swing. Metter inside. There's that jump stop. He's fouled. They don't call it. Swaggerty follows, and it goes in. So they paid it off. And the Hornets are back in front by 1. So you got to make 15 go right. There he goes. He puts it up. Strong rebound by the Mustangs, and it counts. Stevens had the block out, but just got out physicaled by number 5 on the rebound. Out of bounds on the steal attempt by the Mustangs. So Oologah 32, Vinita 31. 5:31 to go in the third quarter. And we got ourselves quite the ball game here. Don't go anywhere. And there's a steal and a foul on Nallen. On the trip. So the Mustangs get the turnover, and now they got the ball and the lead. So as we mentioned in the first half, this is the 4th meeting between the Hornets and the Mustangs this year, and the last 2 have been an overtime matchup and a 3-point victory by the Mustangs. And the Hornets had a lead in both of those games. So there's number 1. Another strong rebound by the Mustangs, but they turn it over. Stevens finds Carter. Carter gets to the elbow, pulls up. Swaggerty contests. Oh, that's pressure by Stevens. I'm not sure what the legality of that play was, but the refs let it go. Did the ball hit the bottom of the backboard or the back of the backboard? It definitely bounced backwards towards the Mustang's own baseline. If the ball hits the back of the backboard, that's Hornet ball, but they judged it was off the bottom of the backboard, and it came out good for the Mustangs. There's Stevens with another 3. Missed it, but gets his own rebound. Now the Hornets set it back up. 31 for the Hornets, 35 for the Mustangs. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hornets look to run offense. The Hornet offense has been led by junior Bryson Metter. He's got 15. Here we go. Hornets are going to be patient. A little bit of a lull in the action here as the Hornets set it up. They probe inside. Paint touch for Nowlin. Kick out. There's Swaggerty for three. Feet are set. Ball just wouldn't go in, but that's the shot the Hornets wanted. There's Nowlin with good hands, but just can't come up with a steal. It's a game of inches, and that went the Mustangs' way. Good hustle by Bodie Carter. Saves it to Zayden Nowlin, and that was off the Hornets, so that was a great strong take by Ethan Stevens. There you go, buddy. Use that athleticism and finish at the rim. Great job by the Hornet Jr. Good find from Bodie Carter, and the Hornets are back within two. We need to stop. Nowlin finds the pick. One is in the air. Doesn't know what to do with it. Bodie Carter with the steal. He was fouled from behind and then fouled on the shot. They call that one. I thought the rest were going to have a little bit of a tighter whistle coming out of the locker room, but they're still letting them play. And so far tonight, you'd have to say it's been 3 for 1 night. For every one foul the referees have called, they've let 3 go. Bodie Carter hits the free throw and pulls the Hornets within 1. 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. Chance to tie the game. And he does. 35 all, folks. We're knotted up. It was 28 all at halftime. It's been a good third quarter. Few turnovers, but both sides are playing hard, playing good defense. Great job by the Hornets. 22 gets to the rim, but it was a tough contest. Couldn't finish. And the Hornets had the ball and a chance. Metter gets inside. That's not a travel. He landed on 2, and then he did take a step with 1, but that's a pivot foot at that point. You can get a pivot foot and then take a step with 1 of the 2 feet after you land on 2. But they call travel, and the Mustangs come down the other end and put it in. So 37-35. Sagging off of Stevens. Kick out to Metter. Metter says no to a 3. Swaggerty up top. Bryson Metter hadn't scored in the second half. Stevens, pump fake, gets him off his feet, inside, and he scores. Now that's Ethan Stevens using his cerebellum. Just smart basketball there. There's another 3 for 15. Jacks it up, but instead of the block out, we ran to the rim, and the ball went right over our heads. And that's 2. Apologies for the camera work. 3 looks for the Mustangs, and the third one goes in. And the Mustangs inch ahead, 40-37 with 1:33 here to go in the third quarter. Timeout by the Hornets. Looks like timeout was actually by the Mustangs. To me, that says they're going to set up a press. Coach calls a timeout after a make. He's trying to set up a press. So Coach Roach will have his charges on the bench here, talking about the kind of presses the Mustangs like to run. I'm sure they had it in the scouting report. They've been watching film. They've played them 3 times. So they should have a good idea of what the Mustangs are going to try to do to the Hornets here. And we'll see if the Hornets can keep their wits and counter. And a press is an extremely effective tool against a team that panics. But if you can keep your composure, you could shoot layups and easy shots on the other end. So and the Mustangs do not retreat to their own end, so they're going to make a profit out of me here. They have the press set up. And you'd think the Mustangs would be pretty good at a press. One is a heck of an athlete. 24 and 15 are both long and athletic. Now they retreat. Looks like it's just going to be a full court man. Nothing exotic here. Just full court man, and they double Carter. And now let's see what happens. Coaching staff says clear. Now they are chasing, and do they trap? They don't. There's nothing wrong with that. He did not grab his pivot foot. It looked awkward, but it was not a travel. The handoff is botched, but Namelo chases it down. Hornets are down 3 with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter, and they have the ball. And let's see if they can execute and get a good look. Steven shoots a 3 to tie it. It's off, but Swaggerty gets the rebound and puts it in. Dylan Swaggerty is having himself a ball game, folks, and he is playing hard. That's 7 points for Swaggerty. The Hornets have been super balanced. 8 for Bodie Carter, 7 for Dylan Swaggerty, 7 for Ethan Stevens, 2 for Malachi, 15 for Bryson Metter. And the Hornets are going to foul number 1 and send him to the free throw line, where he misses the first. And it's a 1-point game here. One shot. It's up to Swag and Metter to box out the Mustangs. They do a good job, but he makes the free throw. You can't just assume it's going in. You got to block out every free throw. So what they did was they left Stevens to double. Swaggerty powers up and through, and he gets 2 free throws out of it. Strong move by Dylan Swaggerty, and he goes to the free throw line for 2. So Stevens' man left him alone in the corner and ran to half court to try to trap. So when he catches there, he's got to attack. The defense has been compromised. The Hornets took care of it. Attack the rim there. Hornets down 2. Swaggerty on the line. He's got one more. Stretching out his calf. He has played a lot, and he's probably a little tired. Got a foul, and the Hornets are going to keep it. No, pointed the other way. Foul on Metter. So we missed both free throws, and that could just be a legs issue. And so if the Hornets' legs are a little tired here in the fourth quarter, they're going to have to get, closer shots and just tough through it and get a victory here. Great box out by Namelo. Swaggerty cleans it up. That was like Steven Adams blocking out for Russell Westbrook there. 7 seconds to go. Metter with a long 3. No good. Nope, and that's the quarter. And the Hornets didn't want that jump ball anyway with 0.1 seconds left. And so that's the end of the third quarter, and the Hornets are down 2. It's Mustangs 41, Hornets 39. The fans are a little restless at the aggressive nature of the game, and they are increasing the temperature of the emotional. The emotional temperature is going up here in a tight, hard-fought battle between the Hornets and the Oologah Mustangs. So the Hornets outscored by 2 in the third quarter. Mustangs have inched in front. But it does look like we're in for another photo finish here between these two clubs. And if the Lady Hornets broke their Mustang curse in the first game, and we're going to see if the Hornets are able to do the same here in the nightcap. The Hornets public address announcer is playing the sportsmanship announcement at the request of the referee. And that's everybody kind of sensed it. The emotional temperature was high. Some fans were yelling some things that weren't very nice. And so it was a good time to have a timeout, have everybody go to the bench, get it talking to by the coaches. And we're in for 8 big minutes of basketball here. So the Hornets had the ball down 2. The referee doesn't like Bryson's cut. And the Hornet coaching staff scrambles for a Band-Aid. That's Garrett Maxey. Here comes the pre-tape by Coach Tony Roach. And that's going to be good enough. Just a little flex tape did the trick. And Metter's going to be allowed to continue. So the Hornet coaching staff, by the way, head coach Tony Roach, longtime assistant John Treat, and former Hornets Garrett Maxey and RJ Hood. There's a lob to Metter, catch and score, and it's a tie game. The Hornets dialed up a set play lob and ran it to perfection. You gotta love good coaching, good execution, and a tie game. Here we go. Dribble handoff. Corner 3 for the Mustangs. No good. Great box outs by Namello and Metter. Bodie Carter in, and they called a charge. And that's probably the right call. Great job by the Mustang player. He got good position, and in the end, he did stand in there and take that charge. And you got to actually take it. It's not enough to be in position. You got to take the hit to the chest, and that's the hard part. And he did that, and so taking a charge is a winning basketball play, and it's Mustang's ball. And there he is for a 3 from the corner. Strong rebound by number 5. Strong rebound by number 1. And the Mustangs get 3 tries at it and get fouled on the 3rd try. So the Hornets are going to have to do a better job of clearing the boards. And number 1 takes to the free throw line where he just split a pair. That first is no good. And it's still a tie game with 7 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter. Hornet faithful let him know about it, and he makes the second. So splits a pair again, and Mustangs back in front by 1. Carter to Swaggerty. See what we have set up. Hornets run their set. Bodie Carter looks at a 3, says no thank you. Drives to the baseline. Deflected by number 15. That's Hornets ball. He clearly hit it out of bounds, but he is trying to sell the call. Hey, you can't blame a guy for trying. But everybody in the gym knew he touched it. So the Hornets keep it. Nowlin looks to set something up. Woo, almost a steal at the top. That's a quick release from Carter. And that was a tougher shot than it looked. The catch and release wasn't quite in rhythm. He took the charge. And they called a foul on, probably on Carter. So it wasn't on Bryson. Bryson took the charge underneath. But the foul's on Bodie Carter, who bailed him out. And that's 2 on Carter. Nobody's in deep foul trouble. Metter's got 3. For the Mustangs, only 1 guy on the floor has any fouls at all. He's got 2. 1 on number 24. Free throw good by number 15, and the Mustangs are up 2 now. That's 18 points for the young man. And he is a handful, just a good athlete. Misses the second. So the Mustangs have continuously split their free throws. And, as a Hornet fan, I sure hope that comes back to bite them. Nowlin with a nice quick dribble. Get underneath the probing hands of the Mustangs. There's a good find by Swaggerty. Cut by Carter. Swag squares him up. Kicks to Stevens. And the Hornets set it back up. Hornets down 2 with the ball. Bryson Metter looking to attack. Ethan Stevens with the ball. Handoff. That's a foul. There's a nice drive. 2 feet. Lets them fly by. Good contest and good help, though. But there's the no panic by the Hornet Jr. and just makes the right play. Coach Roach loves it. Says good. Says, all right, let's run it. Run it through. All right, let's see what kind of shot the Hornets can get. There's a foul. Lets them get away with it. And Carter finishes it 43-all. It's a tie game, and the Hornet faithful implore the Hornets to get a defensive stop. And Swaggerty gets caught with the hand in the cookie jar, and number 22 knocks it down for the and one. And that was a big answer by the Mustangs after the Hornets had tied this game up, and you could feel the momentum here at home shifting, and that was a big answer. Missed the free throw, so free throw shooting really being a problem for the Mustangs, and I'm just going to keep mentioning that, hoping that somehow or another that helps us come away with a W here tonight, somehow, some way. Hand off to Carter. There it is again. The Hornet senior, back-to-back buckets, 12 on the night, and that's a tie game. And the Hornets call a timeout. Now, folks, if you were following along earlier, off a made bucket, we call timeouts. We're setting up a press. We'll see if Coach Roach makes a profit out of me again. What a ball game, folks. It's 45-45. Fun game here tonight. The fans have gotten their money's worth. Good student section on a Friday night. They're wearing their overalls and their wrestling singlets. And, well, let's just say that it is a distracting look for sure. I'm not sure if it's affected the Mustangs all, but I can say this: the Hornet student section is living their best life, making good memories with their friends, and that's what high school sports is all about, folks. It's been good sportsmanship. The Hornet crowd hasn't ever crossed any lines. They're just rowdy, supporting their friends and making memories. So here we go, and sure enough, the Hornets are set up in a full court press. Imagine that. Let's see. Now, usually the Hornets will run and chase, so it's just a straight man-to-man press, which was handled very well by the Mustangs. 22 drives in. The Hornets need to stop. It's a tie game. The student crowd is standing, yelling. Number 5 is catching it in there, but he doesn't seem to That's a charge. Oh, no! What a great play by Dylan Swaggerty. He did everything right. He slid over. He took it right in the chest. He took the pain. And I feel for the kid, because if you're going to take a hit like that, you at least want it to pay off. And unfortunately, the refs saw it different. And the Mustangs make the free throw. Folks, that's a huge, huge decision by the referee. And to his credit, block charge calls are tough. They are really difficult. But the Hornets sure wish they could have got that one to go their way. So instead of the ball in a tie game, they're down 2. And another foul. That's now 5 fouls on the Hornets this quarter and 0 on the Mustangs. So every foul the Hornets make from now on is 2 free throws. Swaggerty for 3 in the corner. He hit it! And the Hornets take the lead. What a big shot by Dylan Swaggerty. In rhythm, corner 3, and the Hornets have a lead. And now they need to stop. Great hands by Nowlin. The Hornet defense, the Hornet crowd is up. What a ball game, folks. What hands? They're on the floor. It's a jump ball. The Hornets were trying to call a timeout. The referees called it a jump. Here we go. Now that's the kind of intensity we had to have. The Mustangs went back into the bench and pulled out number 24, a big 6'5" dude. So it must be a luxury to just have a 6'5" athlete who started the game just sitting over there ready to come in. So here we go. Hornets are up 1 with 3:26 to go. And this has turned into a heck of a ball game here tonight. Oh, step back by number 1, and he nailed it. And that is, and Nowlin steps in and takes the foul. That was smart, and he got the call. He just kind of got in the way. But what a play by number 1. That was a big-time shot by the Mustangs, and that's a 2-point lead. The difficulty level on that last three-pointer by number 1 through the roof. But he knocked it down. And that is 17 points by him. And at least 12 of those are off of that kind of shot, a one-on-one dribble move, step back three-point shot. He's a heck of a ball player. So now the Hornets are going to have the ball. That was just the first foul call on the Mustangs this quarter. And the Hornets are already in the limit, so that, I have a feeling, is going to play a big factor here. And remember that block charge call that didn't go our way, 2 free throws. That's the difference in the game right now. And then I guess if you just want to play that game, go back to the 2 technical free throws the Hornets started the game with. If we win by 1 or 2 points or send this game to overtime, something that at the beginning of the game maybe didn't seem like a big deal. At this point, it's looking like a really big deal. So, what a ball game, folks. Hornets 48, Mustangs 50. And both teams have played their hearts out here today. They're competing tough, but they're playing clean. So, shout out to both the Hornets and Lady Hornets and the Mustangs and Lady Mustangs. They have played really competitive basketball games, tough, physical, and they've kept their composure and cool, and they've competed with honor, and you just love to see that from young people today. And credit to all these kids' coaches that they're keeping their composure that well, because, kids are kids, and the coaches, they set that emotional temperature, and so both coaching staffs deserve a lot of credit tonight for their team's play. Here we go. Stevens with the ball. Turns the right corner. Nowlin for 3 in the lead. No good. Competitive rebound. And nobody's back for the Hornets. Swaggerty fouls him up. He got him in the air. And that's 4 fouls on Swaggerty. And the Hornets are playing hard, but unfortunately that was a mental error on that shot. Now, Nowlin's usually the guy who's back. He's the guy that shot the 3. There was nobody back for the Hornets. Mustangs got the long run out. And number 22 ends up getting a foul on Swaggerty and 2 free throws. He makes the first. So the Mustangs stretch the lead to 3 and a chance to make it 4. And it's going to be up to the Hornets to answer. Down 4. This is how good of a ball game this has been. The 4-point lead is the biggest lead that this game has seen since well early in the match. This entire game has been played within 2 or 3 points. That felt like a travel, but apparently it wasn't. Number 1 doing his thing. It's a carry. Great on-the-ball defense by Nowlin. He's quick enough to stick with them and force the turnover. So what an answer by the Hornets. The Mustangs nose ahead by 4. They're looking to put it away. And what did the Hornets do? They answer with a 2 and then a turnover. So here come the Hornets. 1:45 to go. They're down 2. A 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead. Pass to Bodie Carter. Bodie probes. He's going to the top. He's going to have to pick it up. Inside to Swaggerty. That's a foul. Now, once again, they are not in foul trouble. Although that's... Let's see how many that is on 22. I don't think that's actually 4 fouls on number 22, so we'll see. Right now, the main scoreboard shows 4 fouls on number 22 for Oologah, and that may be correct because they're not showing 22 in the game, so that's probably his 4th. Okay, here we go. The Hornets are down 2. Coach Roach calls a timeout. There's just a little over a minute left in this game. The Hornets have the ball. It's going to be a baseline inbounds pass. Now, this is a coach's favorite moment. It's all coaching right here. It's a chess match. You live for this. So, Coach Roach has drawn up one of his favorite plays. The whiteboard passed off to Coach Treat. Hornets come out in a 4-flat formation, and we want a layup. That's what we want. Let's see what they do. Carter has the ball. Stevens underneath. Pop out. We may be having we were looking at a lob, and then a 3 for Carter. No good. So we had a lob opportunity for Metter or the 3 for Carter. We got the 3, but just couldn't connect. So the Hornets are down 2, and they have to have a stop. That's a travel. When he caught it, he traveled, but instead they're getting an and one. What a nice move by 24. That's a great play. So 24 for the Mustangs, catches the ball, gets to the rim, gets an and one, and now they're up 4 with a chance to make it 5, and it's danger time for the Hornets. And that's foul number 4 on Bryson Metter. So Metter with 4, Swaggerty with 4. The Hornets are up against the wall. Bodie Carter for 3. No good. Swaggerty gets the rebound. He can't make it. Golly. A lot of contact down there. Ball doesn't go in. There's a steal by Nowlin. Misses the layup. It just won't go. They're playing so hard, but the ball just isn't bouncing their way right now. And that's a foul on Nowlin, and number 15 will go to the free throw line. Golly. The Hornets just need the ball to bounce their way once or twice here, and it just hasn't happened for them. Heartbroken for these kids. It isn't even close to over yet, but just haven't been able to catch a break here. Now the Mustangs shoot 2 and put it in. So the Mustangs have solved their free throw woes at the perfect time, if you're a Mustang fan, because they really struggled through the 3rd and 4th quarters. Now they've made 4, 5, maybe 6 in a row here to salt this game away. And that's a 7-point lead, and so the Hornets are in a bad place. A 3 from Metter. Great hustle by Nowlin. Tries to save it, and it was deflected by the Mustangs. So a gasp of air for the Hornets, a breath of life. We called a diamond. Timeout. Timeout, Coach Roach. Give me the board. So we're down 7. Usually you're trying to get a 1-foot shot, but I think we're looking for a 3-point shot here. If we can get an in-rhythm open 3 for Carter or Metter, and you know what we might see is the elevator door screen. So if they come set out in a formation that I know all too well, then I'll let you know what's about to happen, but we'll see. The score is 57 Oologah, 50 Hornets. Under a minute to go. It has been a battle all night long, and the Mustangs are out to their largest lead of the game, 57-50 here at the end. So it's been a valiant effort by the Hornets, but the Mustangs have just made the big plays here in the last couple minutes. And they got a 7-point lead. And the Hornets need to score this possession to have any chance. They got to get a score. All right, so it's not the elevator. Let's see what they've drawn up. Mustangs come out in a zone. Looking for a one-footer, and he got the and one! The old-fashioned way. So we spurned the three-point shot for the one-footer, and we get the bang and the free throw. And if Metter can make this, or if the Hornets could get a rebound here, he makes it. And another timeout. Oh, no, we got a substitute. That's the old string substitution, so the Hornets can set up the press. It's a 4-point game, and the Hornets have life again. Let's see if we can force a turnover here. Hornets got to get a turnover. They get the ball inbound. Come for the trap. There's the trap. Long pass. Successful by the Mustangs. And a foul on 22 by Bodie Carter. 29 seconds left. And these free throws with a little more pressure than the last ones for the Mustangs, but they have been clutch. Let's see if the percentages turn back the Hornets' way here. 57-53, and he makes it. So making free throws is winning basketball, and the Mustangs have made their free throws here at the end. And it's a 5-point lead with 29.7 to go. Hornets could use a miss. And it rattles in. Go quick. Here we go. Down 6. It's 2 possessions. Need a 3. Bodie Carter for 3. Bang! Hornets set it up. 19 seconds to go. Down 3. It's a foul. And they put number 1, the sophomore, on the line. 16.2 to go and a 3-point ball game. And the Hornets have made the plays here. An and one 3-point play, and then a long 3 by Bodie Carter. And if the Mustangs make their free throws, they're going to salt it away. But if they miss, then the Hornets have put themselves in a position to send this to overtime. Here's the second. Good. 4 points. Got to go fast. Here we go. Metter trailing. Pump fake. 3-point shot. No good. Stevens, it's a jump ball. And the possession arrow stays with the Hornets. They're down 4, but they have 7 seconds left. If that 3 could have dropped, it'd be a 1-point game. Timeout, Hornets. Woo! Wow. It was a good look. Metter had a good look. It just wouldn't fall. It was a competitive rebound, and Ethan Stevens went soaring above the Mustangs, got his hands on the ball, and got a jump ball. So now the Hornets have the ball, baseline out of bounds. It's a 2-possession game, so 2 or 3 doesn't really matter, but it has to be an instant shot. Yeah, I guess an and one 3-pointer would be ideal, folks, but, that's asking for a bit. It's happened before. So we're down to 7 seconds, and the Hornet coaching staff is drawing up an inbounds play, and it's got to be a catch and shoot. It has to be a cleanly executed play, catch and shoot. We pass around too much, we dance around, we're not going to get 2 scores. So don't go anywhere just yet. The Mustangs made a bunch of free throws. Otherwise, the Hornets would have a chance to tie or win here. So credit to those kids for stepping up and making those clutch free throws. Stevens inbounds the ball. The Hornets have 4 shooters out there. Any one of those guys can shoot. Let's see what they do. Popping out. Metter catches for 3. No good. And that's going to be the ball game. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. You hadn't done anything stupid all game. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, great job. Coaches are going to come get their guys. Calm them down. It's such a competitive game. They put their heart and soul out there. And now it's time to show some good sportsmanship. Congratulations to the Oologah Mustangs on a 60-56 victory here tonight. And tough road win for the Mustangs. The Hornets made them earn it. And once tempers cooled down there at the very end, great sportsmanship shown by all the kids involved. So that's going to do it tonight for our broadcast. So we split the pair. The Lady Hornets come up with the win over the Oologah Mustangs, and then in the nightcap, the Mustangs with a very hard-fought 4-point win. Good night from Vinita.